Hello YouTube, I am here. We just had the first 2XKO major. Just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about it a little bit. Talk about things that happened, kind of just let my thoughts out from everything. So first off, tournament was really fun. I was very happy that they gave the co-streaming privileges. I took advantage of it, even though I'm in Japan. It was a little rough, but I was able to watch a lot of the games. It was super fun. I think it was a lot more competitive than I would have thought. I think it's very shown by Bleed winning it all, but from top to bottom there was a lot of upsets. There's a lot of people that I don't think we were really thinking were gonna do a lot of damage that did. Like the big one in my mind would be like Glorbo was another guy who came out of nowhere and did really well. Like I know Kaine, I did this all the time in my stream, was a DBZ player, I think, so like he wasn't one of the favorites that came out of nowhere. Like Wade and Wawa, who I would argue were what people were kind of saying were 1 and 2. They went out really early, so it was super fun. Got a lot to see a lot of variation in teams, a lot of players trying Caitlyn, like Leffen and Diaphone, some to better or worse results. So it was super fun. It was very entertaining. There was a surprisingly good amount of variety. I still think Echo and their characters are too strong, but I think it's another microcosm of the game just not having as many characters. Because like the more I thought about it, it's like, well, this grand final did have 3 characters out of 4 possible, so that's not bad. Like, yes, we saw a lot of Ari, yes, we saw a lot of Yasuo, but we still saw some Teemo, you still saw obviously Darius and Alawi with Super Noon and Bleed respectively. I am not too worried about the balance. I am happy with where it's at the moment. Obviously, can it get better? Of course, and there's things that need to be changed? Of course, yeah. But, you know, it's one of those, it went better than I thought, of it just kind of being a stock standard everyone playing. Also, I forgot about Warwick. So yeah, I think the screen tearing on the PlayStation 5 was noticeable a little bit, which is a shame because I think it kind of dampened on things. But again, the game launched a week before this. I think it's just unfortunate timing of the major. So no big causes of concerns. I think the biggest celebration that should be had is this grand final between Super Noon and Bleed was so entertaining. So I think that's something that should be celebrated. I think 2XKO fans should be really happy. And I'm really excited to see the competitive series and the competitive esport of 2XKO grow and kind of develop along with these new players, because obviously you're going to get new names and different people coming up and rising up with a new game coming out like this. Bleed obviously starting really strong, especially as a 16-year-old coming in playing amazing. So I think that's something that is really scary, you would say, for people who you thought were the like main guys, like a Sonic Fox or a not Super Nuke, because Super Nuke made grand finals, but you know what I mean. So yeah, getting within the Bleed, I mean, just crazy run from him. The amount of really good players he took down on the way to winning it all is absurd. Like, it wasn't an easy run. So it was very cool to see that. I think I remember seeing him tweets or something. It's like, oh, he wanted like top 24, and that was kind of his goal, and the fact that he went and won everything. And I think there was a little bit of nerves, but I think he was able to rein it back in very reasonably and very controlled, and it was very impressive. I'm very excited to kind of see his career through this game, and hopefully it's not just like a one-hit wonder, but at least the way that he was moving in this tournament, I doubt it was a one-time thing. So be very cool. I think the tournament format was good overall. First to 2s for most of it, and then some first to 3s, and like the big moments like the grand finals and winners finals. I didn't think there was more needed than that to me, because especially it can get very, very long very quickly. I think later on, potentially, like a top 8 will get it all, but maybe I've been watching Tekken as well, where it's just best of 2s, or first to 2s for most of the tournament. So I don't really have many notes on that. I think I will have to move on to the drama with it a little bit, with like the whole Grand Blue thing on Twitter, and it was so stupid. Like, I think there's multiple things that could be true. Should Grand Blue have gotten a better setup at Frostys? 100%. I don't think anyone's really arguing that. But the way people attacked it was wrong, because one, it was a Twitter picture that was like floated by people who weren't at the event, who were complaining the most. And just saying stuff was like, oh well, like the 2XKO team is AstroTurf. It's like, no, like all the people on this dev team are like huge FGC people. Like I don't know how you can kind of make that claim. So yeah, it was one of those. It was definitely off-putting to see that. I think in general, I think the 2XKO hate is just very, very forced. And I really don't know why. Like, I think it's just maybe a Riot thing. Like, I see people complain about cosmetics, and it's like, it's a free game. Every free game has stuff like this. Like, I play Overwatch with friends all the time. Their skins are like around the same price, and potentially even more. So I don't really get the idea of complaining about like the monetization model and different things like that of a free video game, where like you can just play. I don't know. Again, they're not without faults, and they have issues. Like, I'm not defending Riot as a company, because Riot just does some weird stuff all the time. But to kind of like just have this unreasonable hate for this game, when there's valid things to not like about this game as well. Like, it's not a perfect game. There's a lot of issues. Again, you could talk about the launch on PlayStation. It didn't go that well. You could talk about not liking motion, or not having motion inputs, and I know people love to harp on that, but like, that's a valid criticism. If you don't like, FGC people love their motion inputs, so I had to just kind of like go at them for Frostys doing something different. And then also that Twitter picture was taken out of context, where Strive was setting up for their tournament. So there was extra monitors just doing nothing, and instead of having them do nothing, they put on 2XKO while it was waiting. Could they put on Grand Blue? Sure, but 2XKO had more entrants and seemingly more interest. Whether that's free entries or not, it doesn't matter. People entered. So I think people just need to be positive. Like, I'm happy seeing different players and be like, hey, this is kind of stupid. Like, I don't like this game, but I'm allowed not to like it, and I just don't play it. That's all you need to do, is just don't play it. Don't let hate ruin your life. Like, as someone who loved to complain and do different things, it is so much better just being like, oh, I'm not gonna play this, or oh well, I'll just have fun with it. Like, I talk about Overwatch. I used to hate Overwatch because I got burnt out, did different things, and now I'm having so much fun because I'm just playing for fun with friends, and that's all it is. Like, let yourself enjoy things you like. Not everything is bad. I think there's the really good that came out recently that just kind of like, just have fun, and if not, just don't play it. That's all you need. So yeah, I had a great time watching this tournament. I'm very excited for the other minor events for this season, and then building up into Evo Japan, which I think will be really, really cool, and seeing what the Japanese scene as a whole kind of shows off. I know they're having their tournament series that's going to start up at the end of the month, which I'm going to just try to plan, probably get rocked, but kind of have fun and build towards that Evo Japan trip I'm doing. And there was a interview on Nitten's channel that talked about the new character, and the new character apparently will have something that the devs said they've never seen in a fighting game before. So my first hunch when this was said was Viego, with like some sort of possession mechanic. and it also makes sense because it's a new region. But there could be something different with like deathless passives like Sack or a Scion or Tryndamere or something like that. So I'm excited because I love to see what the 2XKO decks can cook. Like with Caitlyn, I was able to. It's not my character, but I think it is super cool, and I think they did a really good job. So I'm just looking forward to more things that they do. I obviously hope they put Set in at some point, but it doesn't seem like that's this character. I could be wrong, like maybe Set W is a charge mechanic or then that's something new, but that would be kind of reaching. So thank y'all for watching if you got this far. Please give like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'm hoping to make more 2XKO FGC content, especially as things get more established and I feel like I can talk about it more. The other tournaments I might do like short videos or something beforehand, so we'll see. I'm trying to do a bunch of stuff. I'm just trying to have fun with it. That's all it is. So I hope you have a wonderful day and or night.